Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of May 11th through the 17th. And during that time, we will have a full moon that comes in on the 12th. And that could be a time of heightened emotions, a time of feeling overwhelmed and anxious, maybe snappy and irritable, also changes in your sleeping patterns. So please keep that in mind. That's a really good time for us to practice patience and calm as we deal with those things either in ourselves or people around us also. So we then move into the waning gibbous energy, which is a really good time for self-reflection and rebirth. It's kind of a let go from that crazy full moon energy, gets a little bit calmer. Good time to deal with bad habits, negative thinking, and just kind of buckle down and work towards your goals and accomplishments. So this will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter this week, Pisces. So of course, please keep that in mind. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, your overall message card for this reading, and you've got two that have come out. Luck is on your side. I love that card. And show the world the real you. All right. Let's see what the Pisces Collective has going on for this week. Pisces, since my readings are free to you, all that I ask in return is that you hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel, and of course, it's super easy for you to do. So I will give you a moment to do that right now while I'm shuffling. Thank you so much. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you for coming back and helping me build a community here. I really appreciate it. So thank you so, so much. All right. And my weekly reminder as I'm shuffling is to learn something new this week. Pick a topic that you've had some interest in and really take time to do a deep dive and focus on it. Just set aside some time, maybe if it's just an hour or two. Take that time for yourself and study, take notes, just really think and absorb, the thing that you've learned. A lot of times as adults, we just forget that, we're all still learning. And of course, we're learning every day, little trivial things, but just to really deep dive and focus on something is something we all forget to do. So I have to remind myself as well. All right, Pisces. So just wanted to let you know that. All right, Pisces, May 11th through 17th. Luck is on your side and show the world the real you. Your overall present energy is an energy of collaboration here with the Three of Pentacles. So, this is coming together. This could be work or play, but coming together with others and collaborating and kind of making adjustments, making changes. But just kind of a card about working together, right? And usually in the way of the material world. So that could be money, it could be something with your housing situation, it could be like a home improvement thing that you're working on, or just anything where you're collaborating with others to get something accomplished. Okay, your current situation is that, yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, you're kind of watching a harvest here. And this could be that, you've planted some seeds. There's not really much you can do. You're just watching things grow and waiting for things to kind of come to fruition. But more pentacles here. So whatever's going on here for you seems to be about the material world or financial, because at the root is the Four of Pentacles. So all the pentacles coming out here for you. And at the root is you're already in a good, stable place. So you're doing great. You're doing good. You're collaborating with others. You are planting the right seeds for the correct harvest, and you're just feeling very stable. So that's a good thing. In your recent past is the Page of Swords. So it could be that you've had some sort of, new path when it comes to like a new way of thinking. And this could be thinking about finances and thinking about your job or thinking about money. There's been some kind of new thing that maybe you've been learning. This could be something about, maybe investments. This is air energy. So it's an idea or it's a way of communicating, right? So it's, maybe you've had some new idea about how to manage your finances or where to invest or where to do things so that you are planting the right seeds to reap that harvest later. What is on your mind this week? More pentacles here with the Two, and that's juggling things and just keeping everything in the air. Look at what's happening in the background. Look at those crazy boats out there on the water. That things are just, it's a lot. you know, there's different times in your life where you're like, whoa, everything's just a little bit crazy right now. But looks like you're managing to juggle, or at least thinking about it and how to make sure that you're juggling and managing everything in your material world. This could be kind of, juggling work and home, and just making sure everything gets done. And sometimes that energy comes up where you just need a little breather from it. So keep that in mind, but go ahead and keep juggling, keep doing the things that you're doing. What is just in front of you is the Seven of Swords. So this is our card of cunning, being crafty. This could be theft, hidden agenda, but there's something in front of you here where that's going to be the case. And that's something going on this week. And that's I also think about this as like because it's air energy, because these are swords, that maybe you plant a couple of, and this, like, imagine that you're in a conversation with someone and you tell them a couple of things, but you don't tell them everything. And that's what I mean by being crafty, is that you're going to drop enough information that needs to be dropped, but almost like you're not going to show your whole card hand, that there's some thoughts and ideas that you're keeping inside of you and you're kind of running away with, and you're doing it to be crafty. And so if this is a work related situation, maybe there's a promotion coming up and you don't need to say everything. You need to say what needs to be said, and let's just keep quiet on the other things. So that's kind of a way I see this card, is leaving some of your thoughts, but not all of your thoughts, not showing your entire hand. And sometimes that's just a crafty way of being a human. You just have to do that. In your advice position is the Empress card. So this is our card of creativity and harvest. This is also our card of pregnancy, love, Venus right there. And by pregnancy, I don't mean that uh, that it is an actual pregnancy, although it can be, I will say that, but um it's also, what are you giving birth to otherwise, right? So, maybe you're giving birth to an idea of a promotion. Maybe you're giving birth to an idea of doing a home improvement project, working with others. But it looks like it is something you're mainly here focused in your material world and your intellectual world and kind of your speaking messaging world. So something going on there. But, this, because this is in your advice position, this is kind of a yes to the thing you've been thinking about, that yeah, it's a good idea. Let's go ahead and start to plant the seeds, so that that can grow. What is beyond your control this week is feeling like you against the world with the Seven of Wands. So, this could be that we got two sevens here. You might want to look up angel number 77, by the way. Actually, no, we've got three of them, 777. Um, where you're feeling like you against the world. And like I said, if this means not sharing all of the information, sometimes that's just a strategy thing, that you feel like that, but not everybody needs to know every single little detail that you're up to. Does that make sense? Anyway, that's what's kind of coming through. All right, secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is the Knight of Swords. So, is it your secret desire to just plow ahead and get this thing going? You've got this Page of Swords now. We've turned this into this Knight. You're dropping some swords over here, but you're just like, nah, I'm moving ahead. And this could be moving ahead with messaging, or moving ahead with this idea that you've had. So, is it your secret desire to plow ahead, or are you trying to avoid plowing ahead? That's your big question of the week. When it comes to whatever the situation is for you, that's what you need to be asking. Only you can answer that. In your outcome position, this looks like whatever you decide, there's going to be a celebration about. And, we've got the Three of Cups here. We're going to be happy about whatever it is that you decide in this position here. So, whatever this is for you, you do need to think about, do I want to plow ahead with this? Or do I not? I'm going to go back to your overall message cards, which is show the world the real you. I've talked about this strategy here. Let me move this card around. Strategy here with the Seven of Swords. Show the world the real you with these two swords. You don't maybe need to share every single detail. And also, luck is on your side. So it looks like something is going to come in. You're prepared because you've been juggling things and working hard in this stability. That when this lucky thing comes in, you're actually very well prepared to deal with it. All right, what's being hidden from you this week is Temperance, which is our card of balance and self-control, and managing your emotional life with the world around you. Look at how she's in the water, but has a foot out here in reality. So this is in your emotions, but also kind of like, she's pouring that back and forth. That's hidden from you this week, which tells me that your week is a little kind of chaotic and disruptive. And that calm center of, I have everything in control, that's not really there this week. So because it's hidden from you, and because now you know that, that's where you may need to seek some solace and just kind of get away a little bit if everything's getting to be too much and you need to think about it. Don't forget that this temperance is hidden from you, so you might need to try to seek that out. So let's get a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final message for Pisces, May 11 through 17, as they go through whatever this thing is for them this week. Detach from drama. So that's your first bit of advice. That could be what this is about too. Detach from drama. You can leave a couple of things that are your opinions, but then take the rest and go. Not everybody needs to know every single little thing, but we are showing the world the real you. And all things in moderation. Always great advice for everything that we're doing. So, whatever this is for you, Pisces, again, this temperance card that's hidden from you, that's like your trump card this week. That is the card that when everything feels crazy and chaos and feels like there's drama and like you're trying to balance things, and do you want to do this idea or do you not want to do this idea? I mean, you're going to end up in a good place you're going to feel like celebrating it at the end of the week, but it looks like there is some drama that goes through it. But remember this temperance card. Remember to center yourself, take a nice deep breath. This too shall pass. You will get through it and you will make the right decisions. So, Pisces, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use. Of course, if you're comfortable, leave me a comment down below and let me know what it is that you're going through. That helps me help you. Also, I do readings every week, so come back next week and we'll see if this situation evolves and continues and expands, or if there's something totally new for you next week. Also, if you like my reading style, please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel, and most importantly, it'll help you find me next week. So good luck with this situation, Pisces. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.